Today na the 3rd day of October 2022. Who said that motivation speech they come out just now? I know Sabi. But I think it was needed. It was needed. Mike Koka say corruption is endemic now in society. So it's very difficult. If you want to watch yourself, it's like saying impossible for change the trajectory of we sweet Mama Salon. Say, wait, watch him. It's depressing. That is true. But one time, he finally would tell friend true. You know, poor friend. We all one. But he finally would tell friend true. Seriously though. And I don't know it just happened just now. ECSL, Electoral Commission Sierra Leone. Then pull a press release. You know, say last week, a fake press release being come out where they claim say ECSL Salon don't extend the voter registration process. But can I talk and say, no worry you. If it happen, we go make you know. Well, the vice president himself don't go register. And where we go for go register, himself be talk certain things them about the registration where they make a lot of people right now they question this particular registration process, especially when it comes to first-time voters, especially when it comes today. First-time voters. ECSL say before the second phase begin, they say they don't put things in place for amend this issue. And don't put things in place for amend all the issues them will be in camp and the first phase. Second phase come, we still see them for say this one is still not a work. Because then they ask for waiting birth certificate. Birth certificate. Okay. Now true say everybody supposed to get birth certificate. That ain't not true. All man we born in a salon. Whatever outside you born safe, you forget about certificates. When they prove them. And we country, birth certificate na big thing. Yes, you go say, oh, illiteracy. Yes, you go say, oh, this. Yes, that. Yes. I agree with you. But I feel say, waiting not happen so now. If we make we serious, we will not get. We make we try obtain one. Even after the process done. We don't do several programs then way before. Where people they work they work out identification. Yeah. People in the work on a tongue, they work out identification. They don't even get on their phone where you go say, okay, they snap ID on their phone. They don't get her. We do program now, oh, they sensitize people say, where ID they work out with them. Then I be the tell where ID be they let know how long we don't take now. Oh, be they sensitize people then. say it come to the voter registration card, say, Waka, it's your identification. Where I forget what to be deal with a long time ago. Somebody come all the way kono, he can't free tongue, he knock out identification card. The way can when I can't tell and say no, we need to identify you. He begin from grumble. Eh? He begin from grumble. Say I don't care, I knock out my ID card self, and I come out. Wait, okay, now that time we didn't say, I don't remember. For going to court. Now you need to identify yourself. Are they still doing that? Me I tell myself. El Salon is a bit cut out with something there. Yes. For access the High Court building, you need for show an identification. So that particular Monday, that day, he been get case. We make you come out kono, can't fit on. Where reach now na court, they not allow and then say no get identification. Trust we na ya. When we see the first press release, when they issue the deadline, when they say on Monday, so and so date, when they start this, we begin for talk na ya. We begin for sensitize people na ya. Just like how they do right now for the voter registration. They're not paying us. But because Salon are we own, now with civic duty, that's why we're doing this. Eh? But ECSL get budget so for pay people them where they sensitize. You don't think you don't think say we self deserve a check now? We don't they do a good job sensitizing people for make them go register, for make them take up. And not up on politics. They get budget for that, but then they cut we check. We can we they sensitize the people, say, hey, that day. And a man come out, he come. Beaucoup de sine na mortuary. You go say, then get the man them. Then go look for body them. Then count body them. ID no go dey. How then go identify the diamond? Who say waiting nothing. You want know how identification necessary? A young Sierra Leonean YouTuber. Not too long ago, I think it was in July, he lost his life. May his soul rest in peace. Now bike EBD. Yeah? Get an accident. They shop them, na that Watalo highway. They shop them with Didi. A good Samaritan, a good guy. Because the poda, nowhere to be found. Take this guy, can go hospital. Watch inside in bag, see his ID card. The ID card, now take go na in house. And take go na in house. Go talk say, this person get an accident too. Now so in fumble and be take calm, even though overnight now, that they lost him. But think for a second, if you not be get ID involved in that accident today, not only outside day, nobody knows Sabi and they end up now hospital, end up na mortuary. Na so them for be beram. Na so them for beram. Say nobody not can identify body. How many times will they see missing people? How many times? Then they work out wallet safe. Well, the woman then they can get back, they can get that small pause. I don't know more if. Ah. The one who they drive, then get driver's license. What people say, maybe they work out. Me, I don't so use some. Yeah? I don't so use on that. Even when I'm in Sierra Leone, if one time somebody don't come find me, I say, okay, make a drop am na Joy Junction. Joy Junction, then, you know, able get transport there. I say, okay, well, let's just drop am outside they go. And the time I realize, say, me wallet not there with me. I not feel convenient. I not feel, my goodness. I not feel myself at all. Just know you say, I come out. Who say me ID day, you know they with me. Yes. But that's how we people and they live conveniently. No identification. First time voters. Eh? Like a cook say, man they not get steal for it. Now wallet then go able buy. Michael, il décide de se beaucoup de shoulder bag, hein? Il décide, hein? They get shoulder bag. Eh? Moi, quand c'est Tripoli, don't you take the ID card, no? Not so you say na the problem. Na dey no dey, na the country. But certificate before you go for them, then get different one. NCRA. There is a lot to do. National Civil Registration Authority. Then get beaucoup for do. What say beaucoup? Beaucoup. Yes, then get beaucoup for do. And this ID card will not get at the country. Because to the last time I checked, then still the gida, is it 3 months? Yeah, 90 days paper. 30 don't no get ID. But every election time, we they get voter ID. Every election, we get voter ID. But national ID, we not get. Now, one promise after the other. Eh? One promise after the other. Now they get pan this national ID. Driver's license, I tell you, say the last time this year, January, I go SLRSA. I don't know no more now if the ID still they continue. But then be the gi. Eh? Then be the gi. Eh? Yes, Suma Kaba. One for make remember when I don't forget the bishop in name or a pastor where we get an accident. Eh? Where we get an accident. Where they cow the body. When they begin video am. They say we not sabi who that is. Anybody will sabi am. Because it not be deal with identification. But the way we don't use Sanaya. I don't tell you say me wa go salon safe. I know Ebola. I know Ebola. Yes, Pastor Yambasu. Na be the pastor will be lost in life. May his soul rest in peace. By the accident. Eh? So NCIA gets a part for play. This paper, what then they give paper. 90 days paper. Where expire, you go back, you go take out our 90 days. Who now they issue paper now? How go get rid of paper na the country? Eh? How go get rid of paper? So we have a part to play. ECSL no go tell me say they don't know all this thing. But then go say, now I make them give 5. But forget the other one them. You still need the primary when are the birth certificates. You still need them. But I keep telling people here. I confirmed them yesterday where they talked to somebody. You go some side, then they tawapa you, find another side. I know somebody wouldn't be the tawapa. Now this particular registration center. He go with the birth certificate, then tell us say the birth certificate not authentic. Eh? Then tell us say birth certificate not authentic. Now say, hey, go other side. We go other side. He able for register. Because it look like say the ECSL staff them, all the man get waiting, they go by. Eh? All man get 20, they go by. One thing I want to let you know first in Sierra Leone, where you camp a documents. I don't care what kind of documents. It's not easy forget. It's not easy forget in Sierra Leone. Even if na bank, I like na bank, they want let you na tip I go say on a bribe. Eh? How go call na tip on a bribe? For obtain a document in Sierra Leone is on another level. People them waiting at the institution and they for providing documents there, then they pay them all. But what can they? You make Titan, you don't suffer. Eh? You don't suffer. What you do? Then they make it hard for you. But you don't know. That man say something last. What's in them people in their institution they can fail for realize say that person will come meet you. The hard time where they go through. Eh? Now the same time you self they go through. But if you say at the time for quiz that person day. Eh? Mohamed Ba, thank you for the stars. Julie say he need answer. A national ID and in passport be expire the same year. He be able for renew in passport but not in national ID because national ID not this sir. National ID not this. And not today. From the previous administration, where not this. 30 days. Before that, they go tell say the kind machine they want for use, the kind printing, every year they get different. You know most deadline NCA don't give you. When they not able to meet up. I don't know what thing, the chief minister can they do. Or then they know, like, when you give a deadline, an institution, NCA, na internal affairs is under. Who are they under? Because if you know that and then when Shaggy don't can give so deadline say was it 2020 or 2019? Then we don't tell we say by the end of, if I see don't find for look for a defender. Who said and give it that deadline day? So they get ID card. And the kind of them praise the ID card then go make for we. Where this now 2022 they don't so 30 they will not get the ID. The one we responsible when you give target deadline, you're not able, then extend them for you small, you're not able, then fire you. Simple, you're not able for deliver. Eh? Omar say, even if they get them, available na free turn, then go refuse because they go think say na free. But well, let's get them first. Eh? Let's get them first. For more than they tell say machine no dey. They want count that machine. Now they come oh other salon man be don't count one machine. Where do they? No, that one they not correct. They want count one other kind machine. Where go print the card so where go make all kind thing then they carry it for we. But we not get at it today. Who side the buck they start? Pandi birth certificate. Now they start. The last thing we don't try for profile different solutions then. We're gonna make a mandatory. Make people get birth certificate. To the remotest village. About the bad say, then they keep picking for go take immaculate. Then they can't go. They get for go school. I be land say, okay, some private school and now they don't begin ask for that. Eh? Michael Coker say, last year anyone for believe, say the NCRA be say, the boss for NCRA. He be say, now they don't get offices then, all the districts them. Then go begin issue ID card shortly. That didn't be last year. I asked question the last thing, see. Death certificate is more important in Sierra Leone. Pass the birth certificate. Why? Why? Because we come for beg. Then the tower for that death certificate not too small. Not too small. But what the picking bone? Why they need tawada? Why they not put measures them? When they go tower forget the birth certificate. So we just get to priorities wrong. Much appreciated, Sir Michael Coker, for the stars. We get to priorities wrong. And death certificates. No death certificate, no burial. No birth certificate, what you want for put today? No waiting. Eh? We say no registration. No, then they don't big. They don't big. Umar say he said that they tell for death certificate and because they want to collect life insurance. That's alone. Na pension. Hey, Papa God. Eh? And all I be say, no birth certificate, no registration for voting. No. We need for make them from young there. For make them from young day. If not that class 1 registration safe. Because we don't make a requirement, trust me, the mama, the papa, they go fend and the parent, the guardian them. I mean that I say some man need the death certificate for go fetch for property. Because that age there, so a lot of people want to put school picking, want to picking go school. If we say no maculates, no, you don't disenfranchise the picking, you need the maculates. Eh? So Ganda, I not say we go say no maculates. Then the picking, hey, you need the maculates there. We need healthy picking them. Yes. We need healthy picking them. We get for find a fine balance. Then we get for make them easier forget. Right now, make person that go for that death certificate. That person they sign. You must get something. Eh? You must get. Okay. Let's just bring for you waiting ECSL say. Yeah? They don't hear we cry and we call Nayaso. When this registration be start in September, that day one, it not be correct. Even ECSL self be able for attest for say yes. The first day, not to all the registration center then be open. So, we be called like say, we join other people them for say, then all the people in time. Balakoma, thank you for the stars. For the time when they not be able for use. So ECSL Salon do you read the call. Majuba, welcome. And now this the one Leone. This statement come out from Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone. They say I go member for say the commission, that Electoral Commission for Salon, been get a press conference on the 7th of September 2022. But me attire. Momo say no birth certificate, no punlado. Well, là, de punlado no go boku. Hey, okay. That's just like someone de punlado. When I just two three people there. Momo left. Now they want to make loud punlado, now then go get issue. I want the punlado na two three person. I ain't they can no more. There you say no punlado. I make a easy safe. The commission began a press conference on the 7th of September 2022 about the voter registration and then be able to highlight some of the challenges them will be they affect the registration in start one. Now some parts of the country. So after that one day, then we take some measures then for correct this. Where then they not be affect the voter registration exercise. They say the second phase of the voter registration exercise successful. Audience successful. And to them, the commission, what me and Tiki say 35. They say then 35. They are satisfied. They are satisfied with the turnout and the data where then they collect, the process, how all things they go, then satisfy. Then say to them, very successful, and they're satisfied. Okay. However, the commission no they act like if I say, no say initial challenges then me encounter them with the setting up of equipment, the deployment of the staff them, will be delay the opening of some centers them across the country inside the first phase of the registration process. So because then they act like say they no be no, in pursuant of section 169 of the Public Election Act of 2022, and I will just pass the parliament in the code for you so now. Act number 17 of 2022, the commission wants me and you for know the following. 1. Then they extend the period of voter registration by 2 days. The 7th and the 8th of October 2022. Voter registration they done tomorrow. Second phase, they done tomorrow on the 4th of October. Then they go back. Okay, like can they first. 2 days, Then they go extend them for the 7th and the 8th. The extended period, then go extend them only to the centers them where be they deal with the first phase. Electoral Commission, una get them bing? Una get them. Seriously though. So what's in there they tell you now? The 5th, the 6th, then they took all the machine them, they can't go back. Now then centers they wouldn't be they use per phase 1. You know, say phase 1 then centers there, then different from phase 2 centers. So instead of, therefore just extend that now. Say, okay, if we're done the 4th, well, we'll just do the 5th and the 6th. And say no. The center them, we will not be able to do them. Will they go there now? We'll go do them the 7th and the 8th. David Banks, so thank you for the stars. Jaden Conte, come on, I see you. I don't know on what rationale. I don't get it. But they are the professionals. They know best what thing they do. Then sabi what thing they do. Then say, because now the phase 1, that opening and second day now we get a lot of issues. So then they take the ajukutuments there. Then they then they take the equipment, then they go back. Now they sent us then day for phase 1 on the 7th of October, on the 8th of October for 2 days, and register people them. So the wale will know that one day. The commission go use the 5th and the 6th for reconfigure and deploy the equipment. I tell you for total ajukutuments then goody. The commission want for make salon people know say they appreciate them for the peaceful participation and encourage the one who not register yet for take advantage of the extended window for make them exercise their right to register. This come out today. Today na in this come out. The voter registration exercise has been extended. But now for phase 1. For phase 1. Mohamed Tijan Conte. Now, I don't understand. But you better put your best behavior on now. Yeah? Or else the bouncer go come on and do for you. What is wrong? Anyway, push make a pass. Push. I say push. Push so. Go so. Thank you. May I pass? Phase 1. The centers them for phase 1. Now they didn't get for go back. So the 7th and the 8th. The 7th and the 8th. The 5th and the 6th. And the transport. 7 and 8. And take them back. So we don't get her now, Just so we know. You will not register it, please. It's your civic duty. Try for do that. Yeah? Try for register. Welcome on board, Alpha. You get the platform, sir. What you get for it today?
Thanks for bringing me come on board, Triple A. I want to say good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending the time we they listen this particular program. Me on take what will get today and in this sweet one pot show. Now that is this registration process. They try for verify the census. That's the one question we want to ask. Number 2 question that's a serious concern me personally have. Yeah. Number 2 questions what we want to ask. We don't read the first result or the first phase result. I think me ask as a professional in development, when you they give them kind of results, then the numbers, then you know just to give bulk number, you get for disaggregate them, you get for make them in a way that people the layman able to understand the difference of people and we don't register. By that I mean when we want for know, because I bring that in the last show when we talk about state census, we need for know almost man them don't register, almost woman them first time voters them. Remember, say first phase, me really reject them, and they come to the second phase because that thing still continue. When we want for know almost first time voters, me don't register, and again regional or district base. Let's say, for example, Western area, rural. This is what when they give a standard result or when they give a result for let somebody comprehend which they say. This is how they read results, but we just get a clear one stock results saying that this time people not register. So now this now ECSL the number where then they work towards. So for me, I still they expect a detailed number before we they complete this registration process. So we will know whose category of people we really left out. If not the youth them, if not the woman them. So we can be able to to recommend things them for make if next time registration process they come on, we go know who side for lady emphasis. But if we not get anything like that, we just hearing when they don't they will call number of people we already start them. I'm afraid the next registration or next public thing like this, the challenges will still continue. Wetin make you dey disaggregate numbers them in registration or in dealing with mass gathering. Now, for let people understand outside the challenges lies, then you can able for address them. But up till now, we not see the ECSL chairman not able for giving nothing. My second take this wonderful show Triple A will be the challenges of the first timers them, first time voters them. We see say 30 days, then they reject them. I talked to somebody in my community. They say that's a big challenge too, because they're not able for they give clear reason why they reject first timers them. To the extent, even if you come with your birth certificate, they get for snap them, they get for send them, they get for, a lot of process for ensure say no more people register. They just they create bottlenecks around the registration process and discourage a lot of people and we don't take them time. Some people they grab 2 o'clock morning, they in a line. I know people them way if you call right now and Sierra Leone, they will tell you say within a line. For waiting just for register. But when you go back, we don't time the way you don't spend it, say bring back certificate. When you bring up, then therefore tell you say no, we want the yellow one, we need use the yellow one again, we want the blue, we all sorts of bottlenecks the ECSL long create, we don't discourage lots of people. And for me, it's a deliberate attempt, waiting me to see for like the registration number go coincide or to go able for the exactly to the census way they do. And for me, when you look at the census, we get boku irregularities, people and we not register. So and people come all this time for register for sure say yes, them day and then one for register during this the while then count them during the census term, but they not go count them. And the census publish the new result. And that's the same thing. So if ECSL they create this bottleneck, they make people they find it very, very challenging. AAA, you go spend hours where you go there and tell you say no, you buy certificates, we know want we know you get for go verify them. Yeah, you don't they say sometimes them 2 o'clock night and you don't reach where you reach and they say no, we get for go call first in our head office, then get for verify you. A lot of things, a lot of things. And for the Sierra Leoneans, then they there because this not only for voting, but this will help somebody for use that thing that card they for do any other thing. You want for travel, you want for go open account, you name these things. But if we disenfranchise people, then we don't encourage Naya, we don't talk so many times to the extent, even when people they call with the first question, they ask them, you don't go register. Somebody ask me for help. What would they ask them? What, you don't register because we want for that's the civic responsibility. But if ECSL they create all kind of way for discourage them people here, for me, it's deliberate attempt for ECSL for the do anything then they. The other point I want for round up with Triple A. Up till today, like what they tell you, this second phase machines then still be the key problem. Typists them or the one the way they enter the names them what they call them, we are still slow. So at the end of the day, yet still there are still good amount of people them when not still register on this second phase. So what the ECSL they do for them, because the 2 days extension we agree say or we don't understand saying that for that phase one where they not be able for like the first 2 days where the challenges may boku, but the challenges still continue in this second phase. Yeah, people they in a line till the time reach, they're not able for register and turn back go na house. At the end of the day, now the process they round up except for the 2 days. What are they going to do for this second phase where challenges were? What did they do that they sent as For me, I want for believe say this entire process 1 month was even not enough. 30 days is not enough. And when you look at the whole thing, take for example, me own community. The first one, now one side, now they get machine. Phase 2, now this now others one side, now get just one machine. Imagine the kind of population where they. When you look the population for just 2 machines, now the whole, let me say, regions in particular, it's a big challenge. Even if you get 4 machines AAA for let them register people, then still it will still be a challenge. So for me, ECSL need for sit down back and look, say no, there are a lot of people that will be left out. Then we strategize and then we ensure, say, we give people them the opportunity for come register. Because it's their civic responsibility, it's their right. They no need for make them go beg ECSL, say, do you have the big register? We know they are Sierra Leoneans, and that's why you for register them. Not to all, like I say, not to only for election. Then card then people they use them for even travel. So we not only for determine, say, we want this number for election purpose. No. There are some people who will even register, they're not even go vote, say, election day. So why we they create so much difficulty for making them go and get the waiting, I would say, bona fide property, because this now the rights and then get them. If you disenfranchise them, trust me, they're not going to get the opportunity there again. So for me, it's good let the ECSL and chairman or whatever we want for column may able for come back now the drawing board and look at the challenges in this second phase, and again see if they not to if safe, let them add more time for people to get the opportunity for register. The last thing I will add, I talked to him in man, I say check Mr. Ise. He say most of them drivers, Okada riders, they say they not get them safe, because imagine you they walk. You expect to go pay master money. Then when you go on a line, you go spend 3, 4, 5 hours a day. Are you able to go pay master money? So most of them not register. Most of them not get time for register. So it's a clarion call for the ECSL. Let them come back and look, say, you know what? If it's 1 week, let's give people. If you not register now, then it's your own challenge. I think that I'm your take AAA. Thank you very seriously.
Thank you, Alpha. Welcome on board, friend. What do you get for this one today, sir?
Yeah, thank you very much, AAA, for giving me the platform. I just want to go with you more that area of this identification importance. Not that I repeat, but what we see here, first of all, the issue of ESL, and then work on with the National Civil Registration, and whoever been they organize this thing, for give them finance, for organize what then they buy, who side and put side where they say you can procure for buy tender. These are the areas where not been get right. Okay, but then the other area we not been go right again, we then go for the try for the low. How then they try for recommission some of them technical things there. But that one that will leave them for now. Waiting at the commission first of all. If them they commission some of these issues them of biometric from 2012, una sell them, una get a Ghana warranty from them, issue them people that will do software. All right, una can even sell them to other company or una okay we for make them. Then 2018 una go just add this. So see how their readiness of 2018 the amount and the readiness will come between this 2022 and the cost and the amount of the items they wouldn't bring now half then use. In other words, waiting and be used the equipment, the kits when the registration will go on. First of all, we don't establish a biometric beyond day well before. They don't try in 2012, expand them 2000, then call us some things mathematics 2018, then buy up to 4,000 kits. So this year now there is about 2,000 the kits or so, whatever half of the amount. And then the time when the items then come. So this now area, first of all, I believe that we don't get then your fault. That delay has been there. Then the area of waiting and the recommission, I'll be trying to see why they not be recommission and things that will go able for work. But we not know if they can get an area of they store things then we una don't see that government property they are to look after them not continue. That one and not one go between that point they say then why are lost or they not use that in point or why they go for buy new one. But these are all things that the government go for look challenges where they will get a storehouse or how people then will get their own sense with waiting with try for build the youth for them will get hand for repair some of these things. So then at one point, the other area now why I for say again, then we get back a process. You know, then fail for go through processes. There are processes where things they've been don't do. They've been actually pull this bidding process of the things that wouldn't be used. So now ECSL then you now wouldn't for use. for say when they do what they call biometric voter identification. They always say BVI. Then get that when they say VR, the voter registration equipment. Then they give them all letter, some things. But the point here is then we don't put all this out, show you how they bid, possibly for get money, who guarantee for let you bid out for win, instead of return that they show you all this. But the point where me still the question is that when they get this vendor, they call them vendor lock in, and then they get back to the area where they promise say that is ESL, not even NCRA. ESL say in the bidding, you get for also try for let them go the issue as of biometric voter cards. Because when you look at the other area, when you look at the area wherein you see a news paragraph and they say ask about the desktop web application, then go further and see well the data, all they get for do, you get for process this data back and they issue and track voter IDs. So the winner of this, they chose it now this work they get for do. When they don't do all this, then they end up for say the one who they do when they win this bidding, if we're able to help them forget biometric cards. But that's why they're not going to blame them too much. But many times they're not telling us the facts. Because the point where they bring is they bring the ESL man to the ASCA, they say, hey, they not ever talk about biometric. They not ever mention. Now, FCRA, now they be talk about biometric. Okay, what we know that they be talk about, but in the bidding, when you go to the bidding page, then talk about that. And that's even the pronouncer. See, all this is what they do, they encrypt and they with you now. Because if you the register biometrically, the finishing point has to be biometric. You know what you mind just ordinary card. So this makes it unique. So in other words, you don't move ahead the process. But if you didn't, so you know you don't duplicate. But if this they always blame this, you know they get that parallel way where they talk say people and therefore get parallel visions. The people over the organization, the institution, and therefore they get one vision. We are something we concern. Yeah, registration, these are registration, these are biometric, these are biometric. Because all them they need during the bidding, they call them templates. The templates will inside NCR and then they come to the biometric kit way this new ESL get for able for read them and translate them. That's what's happening. But at some point, we see what happened. We had some delay in the day. They say they for go adjust some of their laptops there for them. We will register new voters and for accept them. All comes down to preparation. And it was in March when they mentioned certain things there come. We are 2 months and the ESL man will get problem to answer that again. They say you also know about this. But because everybody was so eager now, they don't say this is going on. Well, we want to let the process go. Not because the people then accept it that time, right? But people then want to let it go. So everybody was eager. So then everybody forget about what's in and they say now. Now, few no more like we will remember, say, they don't talk this, they don't talk this. But the point is, the process, they wouldn't do, it not be transparent and actually favor. All in favor, it favor the own side. Why it favor the own side? Because of that delay. So now they try for pay 2 days towards their own delay. In our the compensation of their delayance, where then the procurement was done late, the arrangement of the system would then be need for work with the candidates, and then the training of the people who then use the system for candidates. If then they see that they compensate according to the act 1 or 2 days, well, we will see, okay, the only question we don't know now is actually this is now the exact ratio of the people that we actually supposed to be covered. In other words, whether you're not first voter now, forget about the time when they do the census. Now, this is the one who they want nowadays, if they are the right numbers, or then get the young way when they look at their statistics for favor something we then know, we don't know. But if it's for the purpose of let the people and get the registration, wherein it will be useful, so that you will be a citizen, it will be a biometric, wherein it will get all the information, it will help crime, it will help tracing, it will help events, it will help people for go in the health sector, it will help you in anything. You want to take a loan, you want to go apply this, and you even travel across if you forget one thing, that biometric for able to read them out, so that they go say, okay, then go inside a place, they say. But this is something, what they say, now halfway still they get for Guam. The card when they get for Kangi is still not going to be biometric. So the question now, what about the money? where they don't put for let the people and will get this. Because when you look at the amount of the bidders, then the amounts are quite big money. The lots too indifferent. And get up to $250,000 for waiting like guarantee them put. But apart from that, they get the one owner who then buy the items. Them. But the item, remember, they put against it, you get for test the item there before using. So nobody know if they are tested before using in terms of between them and the one where they buy the items into. So this nothing they will not know if not fair returns, then they return out to the citizens based on waiting the function of where then did it. In other words, if then they say this now well for go get water, it's supposed for able pull water day. You know, go now water where you go pull stone. Once they don't see this water, they don't reach that the base of the water, if for do. Or anything when they say like this a function, if a function are a day, not to halfway. There and then they expect say, then they try for advance. Within the advance, we know say money not do, but yes, still we not get for make arrangements and windows for that. We not get donors and people that we don't get partners that we don't involve with tuna. So but if they're not able to go through, then you function. Now the country where people then will say yes, we don't left a legacy, say people then don't able get easy access for let you get in your own identification on a biometric, not to paper, not to card. They will left that legacy there. They will left that window there because that 10 days something will be only Lord will just say something like $10, then go add for buy the items. But when you go now for go buy the items, then the biometric next ID card, it go on there. So when you go buy, so like when you go buy something, okay, well, I add this. When you buy this, you this way an accessory, so you get a deal when you get. So those are the charges. When you grab now tomorrow for go buy the ID on his own, now different companies get for go big, now different things get for do. But it all comes down to waiting on they say and waiting available. But I believe say now sometimes and they forecast things what they say I know see sometimes you're not able for handle them. Why I say this point again? Because the biometric they need chips. And one new I can always talk about chips are such they such now the country. Now for that even some of them people that they do them biometric and they pull off their left half. But you now the person now will get for try inform the people and not other people and they go for information they can't tell them. They not going believe even when you tell them so well the money was spent, I spend all the money when they accuse me because you're not transparent. That's why when you give them, let them give you a question, then you answer. It's not the way you have to be vigilant. See, any process where I get for informed. But it all comes down to how they get for help. Let we contribute transparent in any procurement or how they go arrange for buy something because now the procurement they arrange for go buy property for the country. They have to be very vigilant and then therefore they show say no we take chances of opportunities, prices that changes, values and they change, shortage of items can be. So then you get bargain points. So all these bargain points, you use them so that you know we waste our money with a national kick for something where you basically say we can't just get back the ordinary thing. They are doing their own bits. Then they undergo the challenges they want to try to deal with, but they for repay the citizens with more time. But I don't know which are the statistics we reach where they're able to say now 2 days we need. That's the question who they ask so that people then go able to get it right. Who then go get say you get something in your pocket. If you get self, you just go press your information they come on, go back and the access for them. Where then go make everybody get these things easily. At that point, they try for look more. They reward the citizens based on their own fault what they don't do. This match, 2 months, 3 months, before any time of money, I don't come begin to use them, when I don't look through, when I don't get the thing on time, then all along when I be wait because it's true, because I know we rush again, but how long when I be not prepare for let when I go can't blame the citizens for only 2 days. I mean the payback is for 2 days. But we still know they say it's bad because we don't know how far the statistics a day of waiting they're supposed for cover and waiting they don't cover, and with the 2 days we left, or then they just do something that because of funds not going for paying let people in. All right, we do know, but I believe say some of these that immediate things, they can able ask for help, say we help them. And then people are going to volunteer, can they? But still people can volunteer, but now we left this bit and we expect see then go for let them go tell me who thing they don't cover and how far they don't cover. And next time let them go they look for deals which are better for the country. And not just the left way and deal loud and they go do the deal come. And that's the end of it. Nobody want to know again. Next time go by, let God help the nation and we lead her for spend the economy in any time we go benefit with. Not to every year they go buy new shoes. If you forget shoes, we go know say this is not rainy season, they go last year another rainy season. Say any season will come. Not to all the year they use rainy season. The seasons are only maybe three months. They don't put an away day. So you get for the use them. So man they buy clothes in Europe, they say, man, only the season they pull them. Only the season can pull it, we summer can pull it. So this is the same way we get for they get items them we will able to use those seasonal way. Instead of we just don't use them 1 2 years, don't forget, throw away left and to right the left hand. Let go let the nation and leaders. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, his friend.
Yeah, welcome, yes, sir.
I want to say thanks to his friend and Alpha for giving their own thoughts today. I open the phone line. I turn the mic now to you. 5 calls. I turn the mic to you. If you want your voice to be heard, you get the opportunity now. 5 calls. You know the number. You waiting at Facebook, looking at your screen. The numbers then they scroll there. Eh? Look out the callers then. 11 more calls. Yes, caller, what would they talk to, please?
Yes, this is Daniel McCarthy.
Yes, Daniel, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, well, I don't think so I could take that long. I'll just go on for not to so much as a response, but just say something about waiting the last board, Mr. Cisse, what he say. I definitely agree with him in the area of extending the time and in the area of the 1 month really I'm not fit to say enough for the people then because you get a lot of people that we even come out now, we go salon for go register and we know say you for fix your schedule now for us and all that 15 and day before you come on now for go register and all that. It take time, so I think say the 1 month not enough. Really, that's how they would. And secondly, this hour I want for respond again to we talk about the census. My nephew have been one of the people that will be do the registration. And I graduate from Fobe College. And one of the people that will do the registration. And while I go salon on April, 2 he tell me, he say, then they go sorry, what they say registration, the census. Then they go some side and for go do the census. People they tell them say, no, we need the country, Africans, or let me directly say Sierra Leoneans, we business now we say self now we own problem. They go for count people and people they say no, because the reason being is everything as Sierra Leone don't turn as ASLPP and APC fight. Even when your rights, where say you for take part on, with the turn to politics. So now the reason and now just like what the brother is saying, Mr. Cisse, now election term don't come. Election term, registration term don't come now. Now people they want for come on for register because they want for vote, and which not the right. And now, Mr. Cisse say, the count by the censor and the registration not go tally and all that. So they are trying to play with numbers and all this kind of stuff so that waiting come out from the censors go tally with the one that we register. Which of course that one they definitely right. Everybody get right for register. But what I'm saying here in terms of that censor, believe you me, my brother, Mr. Cisse, if you still listen with people in business kanga, everything are politics na salon. Everything. And you talk about the Okada riders, them say most of them not register. Again, this is your right. We know say you get for go give you quota. We know all these things. All the people just like a wedding where you go take something 2 weeks for go salon, and nobody will take 2 weeks for go salon for go register. It's very difficult to do that. It's sacrifice. We have to sacrifice. And if you say, because you get for go give quota and all that thing, and the same way I do agree with you. I mean, if you don't go to have a line all day, they have to register you if all your documents are in place. Definitely. They have to register you. There is no excuse for that. But they will not say, but me and Salomon, we get a habit then day. But me, I'm not going to forget to have a line because, even here in America, here, we see say, most of the black people, folks, them are Democrat then, and they grumble most of the time say, oh, black people, they may come out for register. Black people, they come out for register. And that make places like Texas, even Texas, who they talk to, and that make Texas is always red. Texas is always red because they may come out for register. It is the same thing as Salon, Now the same thing as Salon, we know the exercise, we write them. So now the thing and that, and Triple A, thank you very much for the thing that way you do, where you brings one or two awareness. And also, very quick before I go, 30 seconds. You talked last week about, was it last week or so? Yeah, last week, I think it was Saturday or something like that. You talk about the airport issue. Man, that is a big problem. I go Freetown April. I met some nice fellow that will come from England, na Belgium. We all travel go. Now when we reach na Lunge Airport, them fellow they sack them back them some kind of way. I feel so bad. You know, there has to be a structure. That airport they need for restructure them in terms of them thing. It
Wetin
is
na be
really,
the
really bad.
reason?
Yes, what you say?
Wetin na be the reason for make them chaka chaka them back there?
Well, they don't even know what happen. From where they kind of the conveyor belt, where the bag then kind of can't half empty. Then thief inside the bag them some stuff the way the people then give them for go with everything they put inside the bag. Then I felt so bad. It make me say be the engage for me. Your way you travel go salon. If you don't receive your luggage and open them and no say everything inside you have to the call. So I mean, I hope I just want to make sure you bring that topic back one of them 2 days there because now something when me self go need forget it or I be don't plan this if I go make a video on that particular topic there because as holiday they do on here, then they ready for country people they stop them and waiting and call again, which is not right. But thank you very much, man. I don't take too much time.
All right, thank you very much, Daniel. So this, imagine, say then thief somebody from a person in come on, airport, airport. Yes, Umar, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A, for taking the call. I mean, you say something really mind-boggling. Even though you measure them with agriculture, salon don't even exist. Well, me, I not think salon exist. Any country in the world, according to your research or anything, where that country did not get national ID, it in the world. Hey, let's see how we go for check. It in the world because this is a fundamental right. We just give 2 examples. That bike guy we talking, that man will be mentioned what Pastor Yambaso. Now somebody get for put the part in die body. Now social media, you go feel say a prominent person like that if forget ID card, they not meet some partner. Yeah, civilized nation and the reason the world don't we continue to say hey, white people them. From where white people they left with, we don't go. But when they will get the hate them together, then they say they watch one video and they see the way which side Tanzania they right now. Waiting that guy doing at Tanzania, that quick time way take over before he die. So they tell say Tanzania big part salon. And I not say Tanzania get even the minerals and what we get. But look waiting that guy they do. I not say that guy they even ruled for more than 10 years before he die. I mean, yesterday I dey watch that Sunday show and they listen to Mohammed Rahman Soare. He talk about the constitution, the things that we they want can wait. President not go fire vice president again. I read we Sierra Leone, we ever get people and we care about this nation. I mean, we get APC party in power for 10 good years. They not make that say this is a priority. Every Sierra Leonean forget identification card. If you not get them, now Coco self now you go for go buy na Rubin, they not for sell and give you. You for show ID card. Because this is very, very, very important. Let me tell you, passport not that much important so no more in America. Oh. They need to ask you for them. When you go any side, what did they ask you for? What you call for buy something, or when they call you insurance company or any company, what are the 2 things either they ask you for your last 4 digits of your social security number, your date of birth. And then they ask you for. Then they say go bring your passport. If Nasa when you show up in person, They say either they tell you two form of identification. You ID card or you college or you school ID card. Even elementary school and they get small card for the people beginning. Why Sierra Leone are the only nation at the whole mighty world when no able give them people an identification card? I absolutely agree with Alpha. This registration thing, even in the electoral guide, I listened to an 98.1 bar or AYD. Instead of even meant because then guy and oversee the study, and the thing is all they tell you wickedness. Because all the thing way they go implementing that so that you see who say study oversee. Why we forget a specific date for registration? Nothing is for be ongoing. You go for go register your motor car, or you go for go get ID card, or you go na bank machine they register for vote. If for the ongoing year round, so nobody need to go suffer for tin up the line, he take off na job, he go tin up the line 5 hours, he still able to get it thing done. Then now they say, okay, for all when we make mistake, for all the rubbish we put that through, when we a mistake, we can't punish it about, we only give una 2 days. Really? What in 2 days to do? Because when you go there back, the machine is still because of the same machine, them, not a new machine. So they still go get problem because the machine them they give same problem phase 2. So they go give back the same problem. Let God help women. Let God give it. I don't know if the person they look at all them why where they go down ready right now for run for be president for the next president. And they look there all from Madabio to Samura to Femi Claudius Cole, Kande Yumkela. I not see him. I don't know. Maybe I just been too pessimistic, but I don't see the person yet. I not see that Mogufili. I not see it. I need to see Mogufili around them wire. I need to see him. I need to see that for a late president will die in Ghana. We change Ghana. When I the one we come, we change Ghana. We today Ghana the trajectory. Look who's they go. I need to see him for all them wire. God help with me, brother. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Omar. Look like so not get much today. Let's see if I miss any other call. Oh, okay. Sometimes 2 calls they come in together, Then nobody know the kind sign. That's where you go that the missed call sign. Now you go see like okay the same time, but I don't see the wire coming. Yes, caller, what would you talk to?
Yeah, Triple. This is Mohammed. They call from Virginia, Alexandra.
Yes, Mohammed, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah. I just listen to your analysis where they make with regards the this ID card issue. It's just so unfortunate that we dey struggle so much to even get ID card na salon. Bitter experience they don't happen over the time with regards this ID card. Last year, if I can share my experience with you now. Last year December, I go na salon. I dey go na Lunsar just from before the checkpoint. Yeah, few a mile or two before the checkpoint. This driver, this driver go take one then communication companies box. He commotes. He go take a jam for a driver. He go thief motoka for go run quick turns and come back and packer. Now from the back he come on. Before he member for can overtake me, one bike don't come on at the other side, just can't snap before and so from nowhere. The bike save the side, able. He swag the motoka, go slap me outside. From that with that speedway car, so he go slap me from before. The motoka somehow 5 people and then died in that accident. The way impact where if I go and take the like passenger, I put them the one way he puts behind the motoka. 5 9 die. Before we 3 die on the spot, Then now hospital, now that lone side hospital, now person we then take the other one there, the other two go die there. One maybe get ID card, and one prison officer be doing an accident day. When that prison that put lock of prison stop the place. One the other one then they all no be get ID card again. For the other one they able identify them. You know, go imagine you reach one point where like they able identify the other three. Would the one we get the ID card make for one pandemic they the way the same thing we like we talk this ID card business. You know, get yourself not get ID card. Now over like 2 months before they ever able identify them. Then they say now in people they don't try, they don't do all kind of things for them fair and they're not able. Now Facebook then put another they talk and they scatter and they then they begin saying now okay well one accident will happen now low sad. Let them go check and try for which is then go to the police station now. Then they go show them the grave now say okay yes now yeah, he be die. Now the grave this. You know it's so unfortunate. That guy then he get for charge and a court. You go the police then go rule the place. Me now all go and go rule the place. There, I mean, it had clear fault. It caused the accident. This is over speed and overtake now the curve now the wrong side. You don't go kill all here. So then let me get for charge and a court and send and a jail. After a short time, say then just pull and they back. So this ID card issue is very important. It's very very important. We have to say that you really need to put effort over. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much.
Bye.
Yeah. I'm a content. You call? Ezekiel, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Thank you so much, Triple A. Who would they appeal to the commissioner? Let you extend the time for people. Do you who they beg? Just help the people. If you been done there, you really want for show your impact na the country. You know, the small side way they put you there, do your best for you people. So please look into it and make sure say everybody way they want for go register for vote, let them get the opportunity. Please. And I don't know, if the country they give a driver's license, that put me on small idea there. If maybe if we not think about that. Now the same card you forgive people and all you need for change instead of driver's license, put on the ID card, identification card. Period. Make money on that. Now they sell them people and they pay you for let them get on there. Don't forget any separate one. Right? DMV, they give driver's license out. Let people and go there, but get ID card. Change driver's license at the top, put the identification card. You don't solve the problem at the country. Now they make something way simple, now they make it so difficult. Corruption behavior. Thank you so much, Triple A.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Ezekiel suggests something way simple, eh? Lie, no to saloon. SLRSC, where they give drivers license. Yeah? With NCRA, where they give national ID card. Well, I tell you my experience, I go SLRSC because I want to do driver's license. Then say, okay, no, I need for go NCRA because I need that sleep. I go NCRA say, well, me I register. I say, no, I not register. I say, I register. I say, well, I need for go to NCRA headquarter. Okay, look, cut long matter short first. The executive director will be the SLRSA. What to make them fire him? Now for this new ID card. I tell you, then say, what on the street because I know they do again. And say the arrangement so we go do with the people and for can print the new ID. You know, say the new ID card, where they don't tell with the security features them. Hey, Salon. Salon scam boku. Government institution and they scam we. Yes, government institution there. Now then they scam women, scam boku na saloon. Where they don't tell you almost, you know, all kind about security features the way they put per the card. And so that's you, Uda no see you. Well, the executive director no did get it Osaka. So I don't know right now because the last time I went there, he was still in charge. But if now this reason make did it again, I don't know if they still use the machine, the new one. We be see it will be so simple, but because everybody in institution get for it. So now I make even when SLIS say they give ID, they're not able to differentiate who than a citizen and who than a non-citizen. They're supposed to be able to differentiate and they. But who said they go take ID? Who said they go take national ID? Eh? Never able to determine. But NCRA go fish if you give that one day to SLIS, hey, then SLIS and then go eat the money. What then go eat? We can pa procurement to look at the don't corner yanda. It is sleep low no weekend, do ya? It's tired. Eh? Because the institutions they not work together. They not they work. All man get for cotton. Eh? Mame contest we triple not forget to. How about some of we people them who die by the protest, the August 10 riot? It's up to date. They not able to identify some of them, they body them. Because what you do, they not get ID. What did they say? They say family members then for go identify them. Yesterday, the minister be the talk na AYV. Say I think 80% don't go identify. The one the way the young people don't go identify, they say, well, not giving all we go uta. The minister say no, the president na a carrying president. He gave for they not go left the people and so then go do thing for the people there. So the 20% will not go time make them still hold the 80% they own. But identification is very necessary. Because the order they give self now on a paper. Then they give. And when you go in there get her one time, or you go today, you put in for them, you can't tomorrow or next tomorrow. You get her. And then they only last for 90 days. For more than they promise with this card. The previous administration also then do with banya fakey. The last voter ID card, they say it go be this, go travel with and this, where you can eliminate in card cam. But they know they fail for produce voter ID card. Now the national ID they don't care about. That's what I'm going to say. And then they go through all the things that they go through for produce voter ID card. What to make the national one and no producer? For reasons best known to them. Reasons best known to them. Because if not for driver's license, we look at the don't corner under. Then they fake that one day back in a salon, enough funny. The driver's license. Hey. Now I make a salary say then go print, then carry this all get security features, you get this, you get that, you get all kind of thing. I say institution and I fake queen a salon. And tell say before they call boss, they can call the manufacturers, the first thing they can watch we grown. But I tell the last administration. Eh? Where this administration come back? Well, they know the other boss who they say would they expect it to do not say it. Eh? Put citizen and non-citizen. Make it easy. So that person they come for a national ID or in driver's license, you make them easy. It's the same card. Now the same features. Now one a driver's, one a non, now a national. But no, eh, mind though. So I ain't say you get for it in. I did the cancel salary you can put in on. I say we not ready it in salon. Salon, we not ready it. I'm serious though. Every day you learn, every day you learn new things, every day you question, say, why are they not implementing these? Why not the implementer? Eh? Not so today, this guy, what's in himself? Oh. Come now, come. I want to talk about it too quick before I come out here. I want to talk about you. Come now. Majuba say, inside Holland, if police control you and you not get ID, then they arrest you, say you're not illegal. And they later produce app, then they fine you because you for work out your ID. Simple. Hey, God. Come on, what's in this guy name? Can bug me. A go today. Na one side na the provinces. Who side then claim by the video see? Hey yeah. Kano. Okay, la lefa. I will just talk about the video. It go na one tongue. I think by the video they say the British people them na them be the farm na that area there. The buildings are still there, even though abandoned. Yeah? Buildings then did it. The chief they explained to them waiting they be they produce out of that place there. Oh, then do video up. Put up the video as here. As I see the place first, how beautiful it is, I not able to recognize Chris Sena Saloon because you know how they make their ranch then yeah, Saudi. Now so they make them even the gateway them put the. So I was like, okay. Before I able see a few buildings, then I go say, okay, yes, na saloon. But Ministry of Agriculture, they want to tell me see first of all, they don't even know if them kind of place then they exist. And see, World Bank don't tell and say let them come up behind administration. All tell they tell so they produce, but what are they doing? For make who produce. Beaucoup de things hey, là les fandé. If my bango say, well, I'll go pay tax. Oh, no get national ID. Hey, Papa God. Eh? I can't come here, but I out Umar quick. Yes, Umar. Minneapolis,
Yes,
you get 3 minutes, sir.
thank you, sir. Yes, I don't say this will be in a hurry now for, excuse me, for elections. But I think say one method we them go do for let them be able to get people in that place is after the election. So national ID card is really vital for everyone, small Pekino, everybody. Therefore, begin going and then churches, then mosques, then schools, then register people there. Once they don't do that, and they the one we left in between, go be about people like, and we're able to cover that stuff. I know say them we're able to do them, But for let them say let them do and then rush hour there, it can be a problem. But I think say after elections, they can able to go na them mosques because that 10 days until election, or they know nothing. People go willing for then give them because people then they know the time where they born all that stuff then they then we able to collect on them mosques then they churches, schools, and then the one they would all left now. That what itself not gonna be too much again. That middle side and we able to cover and after everybody get identification number. Now me own suggestion down on it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Umar.
Yes, sir.
Umar, your suggestion good. But don't forget see back then they get ID. Oh. Maybe when they begin give the ID. Hey. Salon problem is compounded. Let's just agree to the fact. Say we problem. Now like corn. You have to pull the candle first. Eh? You not pull the candle, you know this here. Ah. The problem now with man banga. You have to knock out with stone. You go see the white one with the inside. Sabotin na with man banga. If you not sabi, you don't lose you na salon. Eh? What's in the English name for Whitman Banga? If you not sabi, left here. If you can say salon problem na mountain. I mean that's a one for us say, but wait first ba. Then get people in a database where get ID, yes they do. NCI get a NIN and a national identification number. They do. Renata, I know say you go get them. But Tony all try you. Ah well. I will Sabina, I be say no more. Yeah? I be say no more. Wait man banga almond. You be leka, you not be leka, huh? You fresh one, go naka. So man, I no go this flag come out here one day. I come out here one day. Ah. Look at Lucide. Alizala shock you. Alusai say AAA, I they suggest. Eh? I dey suggest for minimize corruption, all money wey you dey pay to government, you for pay am electronically. That is by credit card or Airtel money, Free money. Government should stop accepting cash payment. Well, I shock you. Don't wataki. Don't wataki. Na bank you dey go pay. Yeah? And say for minimize corruption, you dey go pay na bank. You can't you sleep. Ask the one who dey clear container. Ask the one who declare motoka how then they don't work out. I beg. Oh, left us salon corruption. Hey, now so they can begin telling at the port. Say now, oh, now make them know they accept money again at the key. You dey go na bank, you go pay. They can't sleep. Ask the one the way they clear container how that work out. If money no dey pass. Hey, but you don't go pay government, you don't pay on a bank. That is good for you. Eh? You don't pay, and that's good for you. But my brother, my sister, where you come, that person they collect the sleep. Alright. Okay. Go sabi. Jesus say not be no wait man banga well. See you don't lose. Say na wait man banga. Who that get under name this? Hi. Alefia Saloon. Alright. We'll get back tomorrow. Till we meet again tomorrow. Triple say tata.